So when did you first realize that you had a facial difference?
When I started liking girls, and I realized that no one liked me back, and that was a very isolating experience. I wasn't invited to prom. It was difficult, I think that people appreciate conventional beauty more than the abstract. Unless you're an art lover. So I like to say that to know me is to love abstract art. It left me to be touch-starved. It led me to be love-starved. Because no one showed interest in me, from tweens to now even as an adult, I kind of martyr myself for the possibility of love. So I have a difficulty understanding safety as, I'm just kind of not experienced enough. I became homeless as a result of a relationship that I was in that was rooted in a lot of exploitation and abuse. I didn't really understand. Things weren't healthy.
You mentioned that you were homeless. What were the things you witnessed within the shelter system in New York?
My building became a war zone. You had sex work happening, people breaking and entering. There was people using drugs and alcohol overtly. It wasn't a healthy environment. I was working at a nonprofit as a housing specialist, so I was facing homelessness every moment of the day. My building, in the neighborhood, on the train, at work. I witnessed people being sober and then losing everything further when they were in the shelter, partaking in drugs and alcohol, seeing people be extorted, seeing staff purposely sabotage residents, people not getting their mail, people getting their stuff stolen. Imagine being homeless and your stuff is stolen. That's just wild. It's very corrupt, but also it's systemic. The institution of homelessness and the industry around it is just depraved. To be able to keep a person in their trauma around other people in their trauma and then leave it to be a Lord of the Flies kind of situation. It got to me and I had a nervous breakdown. I have survivor's guilt around, having no longer being unhoused and then seeing folks in their desperation trying to be looking for housing.
And first of all, I want to say thank you for sharing that. Even though it goes without saying, in terms of the survivor's guilt, you deserve to be homed. It's a good thing. Obviously, it doesn't make it. I'm not trying to nullify that, but I just want to share that, because I think you're a really good person from what I've seen, and the more people that can be housed, the better. How have you been going about your healing process of finding self-love?
Having boundaries, saying no to overextending myself, doing the work to heal my inner child, healing my father wounds, which I've realized that I use friend as a very general term for anyone who showed compassion or interest or kindness towards me. And now that I realize that I have to do that for myself, conserving my time, energy, and just my emotional availability. The experience of being homeless, unhoused, taught me the importance of kindness. It taught me the value of a hug, an honest meal, a home-cooked meal. People can be better than their traumas or more than their traumas or their lowest points. So I think that there is so much beauty that goes unnoticed because there might be a bit of imperfection. A person might appear disheveled, but that doesn't take away their potential, who they can be. No one is a throwaway. Just acknowledgement that I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I love you. Just the importance of surviving so that the stories can be told. Awesome, this is great. Wow. Love it. I love the curls and I love the
Curls for the girls.
I'll accept that. I'll accept it. I won't co-sign it, but I'll accept it. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Awesome.